What's up, Gordy? I see you changed the room a bit, huh?
Yeah, I did a little quarantine remodel. I
It looks good.
painted, did the floors. We got a little futon now. It's no longer Blanca's bedroom anymore. For you guys that don't know, Blanca's my cousin who's always sleeping over. This was like nicknamed her bedroom because she's always sleeping here.
Now we changed it up a bit. You see, got the shoe
Yeah,
cases.
I got the safe in there with fucking with Mr. Krabs' secret recipe.
Oh shit, Plankton better not be watching this show, bro. It's not gonna be no bueno, man. Oh,
Shit.
everybody, welcome to episode 6 of Latino Time, La Cuarentena episodes. Your host, Chapacious, with co-host, Gordacious. And we're going to get right into it today. We got memes and we got a few topics that we'll get into today. So let's get right to it. All right. All right. Here you go, Carnal. Let's start it off.
People in California don't call it COVID-19. They just say it with all this shit going on.
It's true. Because I've talked to a few people and I talked to them and they're like, with all this shit that's going on, man.
I think it's more just like the urban areas that probably say it like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Although what Asians call it COVID-19.
Like COVID-19. Or was it MERS, SARS-2, or whatever it is that they're calling it?
Yeah, it's something like that. It's like MERS-2 or something like that. I don't know. It has so many damn aliases. I don't know.
I don't know. All I know, it's fucking man-made. That's all that I know. Let's go to number 2.
Let me see. For 1 million, what does ahorita mean in Spanish? Now, later, in a bit, right now. It means all of them.
Oh, this is true. Ahorita means anything in Spanish.
Ahorita, that shit can mean any of them.
Yep. For $1 million, I think you choose whatever and you just go with it. And you're going to be right.
And they would all be right. It doesn't matter which one you choose. They'd all
There's
be
no
right.
wrong answers here.
You use a lifeline and wouldn't remove any of them.
Right? Let's go to the third one.
Cuando tu suegro te dice que te ha visto antes pero no sabe dónde.
I think everybody knows who this is.
What's something Khalifa, right? What's her name?
Yeah, Maya Khalifa.
Maya Khalifa.
She used to do a lot of the wax videos for sex.
Yeah, well, because she's a Muslim porn star, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, remember she came out and obviously she was hella raunchy about it, and there was hella Muslims that like threatening her life and they're gonna cut her head off and shit because she's like blasphemous.
And then they saw the video like, hold on here, hold on.
Like, hold on. She does good stuff with that head.
Let's go to the next one.
Oh shit! Here, pull my hair harder next time, will you? Dude, do you know that fucking The Simpsons got bought by Disney?
Oh yeah, I didn't know that. The reason why I knew that, and I figured, not knew but figured, was on Disney Plus.
Yeah, they have all The Simpsons.
And I was like, they just won't get on Disney.
No.
So I'm like, they probably bought them.
Bro, you know what's another crazy fucking random ass fact right now is that Victoria's Secret isn't doing too well. I know it's random as shit, but I was reading through some shit today and I was just like, I was reading through and they were just saying they were gonna sell this month, I think, to this investment firm for like $525 million, and then COVID hit and they pulled out, dude. So don't be surprised if Victoria's Secret files for bankruptcy like in the next couple of months.
Yep, and Amazon buys it.
Jeff Bezos is gonna be selling lingerie.
He's like, shit. I read a report today. This motherfucker by 2026
is a trillionaire.
First trillionaire. So I would buy it. It makes money.
I mean, $525 million for him is like nothing.
It's shit. That's $1,000 right there for him. Like, slap it.
Slap it. All right, next one. Eat a bitch pussy from around here, you gonna fuck around and fail your drug test.
So if you eat some,
especially from out here.
from the hood, ain't gonna be no bueno. That test.
On East 18th over that way across from the train tracks.
Like my mom says, ni quiera Dios.
Ni quiera Dios.
Next one.
Damn, dude, your mom made tamales earlier, huh? I wanted one of those.
I still haven't got any.
I know. I won't ever ask anybody to save me no tamales.
Yep, I ain't asking either. People might think, oh, how come he asking?
All right, well, Marty, whatever happens, don't ever go to 2020.
Look at the guy in the back, though.
Dude, honestly, this fucking. Hey, did you see that meme where that fucking that Mexican dude was asking Trump? You know that meme where the dude's like with no shirt on. Yeah. And he's like, "Hey, you can have a stimulus package for these killer hornets." He's like, "I got some already right here."
Well, I got a meme on the killer hornet coming up soon, bro.
Okay, go next one.
Now, this one I had to do it because the NFL draft was a few weeks back, but this was a good one right here.
In honor of NFL draft, may we never forget the night Russell Wilson's ex-girlfriend thought she was set for life.
That bitch, that's a horse face looking bitch right
there. Dude, she had her mouth open wide.
Oh, horse face.
Oh.
You know what's funny about this? Because if you watch the video, I saw this on Instagram. The video, the guy right behind her,
yeah,
right here, that's her dad. And as soon as he gets picked and they're celebrating, he goes to her and he kisses her head. Like, bitch, you made it.
Oh my God. They're like, hey, you got nothing to worry about now.
He said, ooh, he said, cut it.
He said, sorry.
Sorry. Next one.
Hold on. When I open up the front camera, nope, that's just me all the time.
Fucking fat bastard.
Have you seen the meme that's similar to this one where that dude with the long hair, I don't know who the fuck he is, that big fat dude with the long hair, and it says, I woke up like this?
Oh, no, I haven't seen that one yet.
All right. I'm going to say it next time we got to get that one.
But it's funny because I was watching Austin Powers the other day. And I was like, oh, fat bastard. And then I saw this, I'm like, yep, this one's going in there.
Dude, I remember fucking when Austin Powers, what was it? I think it was Goldmember, right? Or was it Goldfinger? What was the name of the movie?
Goldmember?
Goldmember, I think. I remember cutting class in high school, bro, and smoking hella weed and going to the movie theaters. Dude, I was like literally laughing the entire fucking movie, almost vomiting. Because I already laugh a lot as it is. So just imagine me like hella high on weed, dude. Fuck.
Jesus. Okay.
I got a funny story to tell you about when I was smoking weed too. Not right now, but like one of those episodes where we just talk like some embarrassing stories. I got an embarrassing one.
Got one. Dude, we got a lot of those. I got a lot of those. We'll save those.
We'll save that for when we do the in-person one. The in-person fucking episode when this shelter in place is over with.
Yep.
If your baby mama is such a bad person, why did you leave your child with her? Dude, sometimes I feel like I'm reading like Mayweather.
It is not your fault. The problem is a lot of these people that make these memes don't know how to fucking spell.
Yeah, no, not only that, but there's no punctuation.
Exactly. So you're like, you got it.
It's like one big sentence. There's no punctuation.
Yep, you are reading like Mayweather.
For real though, right? I just tripped off there and I was like, if your baby mama is such a bad Like, did you hear that clip where he was reading about like, hi, you're tuned into fucking whatever the fucking he couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it. Here you go.
Hey, what you doing? About to block you, bitch. I'm tired of your bipolar ass. Oh, shit.
I think right now, this meme, they make so much different versions of it, but it's one of the best memes out there right now.
The one about like, oh, hey daddy, or from my Trump sending a stimulus check. That was a funny one too.
Yeah.
Or like I'm an Instagram model, and other niggas like I'm a soldier on Call of Duty.
I think every girl's an Instagram model. Only a few of them
Yeah, for
on
sure.
it. Next one.
How many we got?
Oh, I don't know.
All
We'll
right,
get in
next.
there. We're almost there.
When people ask me why I'm always smoking weed without my cookies, I'm just a monster. Dude, so I commute with one of my coworkers like every day to work, and like, he's big into the weed stuff, and he tells me like all this shit now, and I'm like, bro, I remember when the weed was just like buy weed and just roll it and smoke it. Right now it's like, oh, but they got this and they got that, and you go here and they got this shit, they got that shit, they got the oil, they got the wax, they got this. I'm like, holy fuck, are you kidding me? Like, dude, how do you even choose like what you want to, you know what I mean? It's like everything's super like confusing now, dude.
I think they need it. Most people, I think they probably have a schedule. Today I'm gonna do CBD. Tomorrow I'm actually gonna
Yeah.
smoke it. The next day I'm gonna do the edibles.
He had some gummies. They were like, dude, they look like fruit snacks, bro. Like they were in a packaging. They look all fucking legit. And he's like, here, smell them. Dude, they smell like straight up candy. Like you couldn't smell any of the weed. And I'm like, dude, I remember back in the day. Remember when they used to make edibles and they actually used to like grind the weed and put it in the brownies?
Yeah.
So when you taste it, it tastes like shit.
Yeah.
It tastes like plant.
Not no more. They
Now,
got
now
creative
they
with
got
that
like
shit.
brownies that taste exactly like brownies, but they'll get you high as shit. It's
Yeah,
like crazy
that's crazy, huh?
how
That's
far
crazy.
it's come.
Yep.
It was
Next
probably
one.
like some nerdy scientist dude was like, "Come on, you guys are doing this all wrong, man."
He's like, you gotta do this right, dude. I'm gonna show you how to do it. Next one.
All right, next. Abraham Lincoln, nigga, they shot me. Oh yeah, I said this shit. Trump believes he's treated worse than Lincoln. Nigga, they shot me.
Uh,
Dude, I still can't get over the fact that this guy was talking about injecting Lysol or consuming it somehow. It's just like, dude, this is fucking insane. This guy's our president, dude.
this guy. To me, he just makes he's like to me, I compare him to a dry stand-up comic, bro.
Like Jerry Seinfeld.
Bro, it's just the shit that comes out of his mouth. You just like, I just laugh. I'm like, this motherfucker. I'm like, what's
Dude,
next? It's a
I'm
show.
telling you,
It's not boring.
yeah, we're literally the laughing stock of fucking the world because I went to Dubai, and like first thing when they know that we're from America, they're like, "What's up with Trump?" Like that's the first thing they say, dude. Like I went to Nicaragua, the same shit. They're like, "What's up with Trump?" I'm just like, dude, like fuck, you know what I mean? Like everyone just is watching us and they're just laughing.
I'm like, can we talk about sports? Can you ask about how one of our teams are doing? Don't ask me.
No, cause see, in Nicaragua they would have been like, "Oh, soccer," and same thing in Dubai. Like they don't watch American football. They're like all about football, soccer, you know. So it's like I don't know shit about soccer. I don't know. I don't really know much about sports, so like, soccer is like the least sport I know anything about.
That's true.
It's like I probably know more about tennis than I do about soccer.
Let's go to the next one, Carnal.
All right, go. If dudes could get pregnant, a lot of y'all wouldn't know who your baby mama was. Imagine how much child support though they be paying.
Oh, dude, this is hella funny. I read this. I'm like, this is pretty accurate, bro. This is pretty fucking
Look at all
accurate.
the emojis though.
Damn.
Are those Apple emojis? Like the dude with the shrugging his shoulders and shit?
I don't know. I know this chick is. These are this. I think they are. I haven't seen them though.
I mean, I have the bottom one on the Android, but I mean,
No, but
and it ain't no like janky Android, all right? It's everyone thinks like Android emojis are still like the smiley faces and shit. Like, yeah, those fucking Metro PCS fucking Androids are. Those
shit.
Obama phones still got the smiley faces, not mine.
For real, they do. I've seen Eva's Obama phone. I'm like, Jesus Christ, upgrade.
Jesus.
Damn, phones are free now. You just got to pay it on a monthly, but whatever. Next one.
Fear of Corona's on the decline. Release the murder hornets. Yeah, I saw it.
Again, I was watching Austin Powers, and I had to get into my Austin Powers thing. And
Dude,
when I read this, I really hear his voice.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
he
and,
was like,
and then his sidekick, that lady, release the hornets.
release the Hornets! And he's like,
He goes, release the hornets, and she has to just say what he says, but hella loud.
a little louder.
Dude, have you seen the size of them?
Huh?
Have you seen the size of the murder hornets? Or they're called like Asian something hornets.
Dude, damn, they just want to paranoid everybody now.
Bro, like the size of a regular hornet, right, is like this big. This fucking murder hornet is like fucking that huge, bro. It's like, it's big.
It's big, bro.
It's fucking big.
Next one.
Let me see. If your pussy still got niggas from 5 years ago or more texting you like, hey, stranger, what you doing? Sis, sell it. That's good product. Man. Well, I mean, a lot of them give it away for free.
Yeah, unfortunately, he like.
Dude, if you were a girl, you'd be on the home stroke with show.
If I was a female, bro, I've said this, and I go on record saying this shit. I would be a millionaire by now. There's no fucking way I would not be making money. Like, if you're a broke female, shame on you. Only believe me, you can make money doing that shit.
She's gonna be like, "Where's Jeff Bezos at?"
I'm like, exactly. I'll be at every Warrior game, every Niner game, every Giants game, every fucking Sharks game. I'll go anywhere I could go. Concerts, I'll do everything. You got to invest in
they're out there.
Back. But
yeah,
some people just don't think. Let's go to the next one.
Jeff's like, dude, I don't care. I'll do Dusty Baker.
Dusty Baker got paid. I'll be like, I'll fuck Dusty like, Baker. That's my last
Dusty at?
Where he at? Oh, next one.
Some people call us from, I call it fuck them this shit, dude, for real.
Now this is my house.
Dude, that's why like your cousin was like, we ain't having parties here no more. Cause bro, the worst thing is like having to clean up all this shit after. It's fucking horrible,
dude. Like I go to Costco and I buy the big pack of plates, and we still got hella forks and spoons. We just use that.
Yeah.
So
dude, one of the main reasons why I decided to redo the living room was because the carpet was just looking fucking done, bro, because of all the shit that's going on. Dude, I'd take photos or whatever, and I'd see the carpet, and I'd be like, "Oh, it looks disgusting."
All of the smile that has been through.
Dude, people fucking spilling their drinks, vomiting, fucking it was just like, oh, dude, it was time, bro.
Shitting, everything, bro.
Everything. Now you just have to worry about busting your ass when you come in from the pool hella wet.
For real. They'll be like, oh, well.
I have to have people sign a fucking a waiver if they get hurt here.
Next one.
The next one. They want to open up the country just to end up getting one of these guys. But you know what's fucking sorry is that, dude, that was the dude on the right. That was my cut for like my whole childhood, bro. Because for some reason my dad thought that flat tops were the only haircuts that weren't Marero haircuts.
Oh, bro, that's bad.
Every other haircut was a Marero haircut. It was like, oh no, this was the Marero. I'm like, bro, like, where did you get that? Fucking flat tops are like the fucking thing to do.
Damn.
So
luckily for me, I've always had curly hair, so
you would have got if you were my brother, you would have got a flat top with your curly hair, bro.
That's true. That's very true.
Dude, so one time, like I was like when I got to like 16 or I was like 15 or something like that, right? My dad finally decided to like, oh yeah, you can cut your hair otherwise than flat top, right? But he would never take me to like a professional. He'd always take me to like these little fucking like hole in the wall barbershops, right? We would never go to like a real, nice barbershop. So we went to like this Chinese place that was over on it was like on Brazil and Mission, right in the city.
Oh, I know where you're talking, bro.
And let's go to this fucking spot. This spot looks cool. And I'm like, all right, it was like a little Asian haircut place, right? So the dude, I told him I wanted like basically like how I cut my hair now, but like a number one, like smaller, like shorter, right? He's like, all right, cool. And he started off, and it was cool. Like he did the whole haircut and everything, and then he's like, all right, now I'm gonna line you up, right? So he started lining me up, and he's like, bzz, 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 bzz. All right, hold on, I fucked up. Then he'd go a little higher. Bzz, 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 bzz. All right, hold on, I fucked up. Bzz, bzz. And he kept going higher and higher, but by the end of the haircut, nigga, my hair was like this, like straight up like this. But I have to go to school like that.
Oh, damn. I would have shaved it all off.
I should have. I didn't think about it. I was just so like, I don't know. I was like,
And
I was shocked.
the problem was our parents used to drive by and they would see $5 haircut, $6
Yeah.
haircut. Let's go right there. Let's take them right there. Ah, dude.
Like,
Luckily for me, I grew up in the hood. I grew up in the hood, so black people was always cutting my hair and always came out decent, you know. So
yeah.
when I would go, my dad would take me to the chinos, curtains pop out.
Curtains that fuck you up.
Fuck me up.
They never seen no curly hair.
Yeah. Go to the next one.
Let's go.
A little wrestling here.
High five, 50% less bacteria than a handshake. Fist bump, 90% less bacteria than a handshake. Steel chair, 100% less bacteria than a handshake. You're fucking stupid wrestling fucking memes.
Yep. If you come around, I give you a chair shot. It's all love, baby. It's all love.
Speaking of this shit, did you see the UFC fight on Saturday?
Nah, bro. I'm not into UFC, man.
I was wondering because it's like really the only thing that's going on, but they basically had the fight, but there was no audience. That shit was so weird. It was like you didn't hear, like it was just a fight, and then when it was between rounds, it was like silent. You couldn't hear anything.
You just hear the commentators.
Not even the commentators, bro. I was like, holy shit, this is hella awkward. It was weird. Like,
you know, speaking of wrestling hasn't stopped. Wrestling has been still doing their shows, but literally they're doing it in their empty facility that they have. They're training in Orlando. Then the other wrestling is doing it too. So it's like with no fans. So it's really awkward. But
yeah, I mean, it must
like
be.
you say, the show must go on, right?
Yeah.
So they're talking about baseball coming back, playing with no fans.
With no audience.
So the only people that'll get lucky if you live in a red state and a Republican state, you're gonna get some sports.
Yeah, for sure.
Lucky
like,
you.
Fuck that.
Let's go to the next one.
We'll listen to Poppy Trump.
Yep. Let's go to the next one.
If you put your ass on this as a kid, you like your ass eaten up. I don't make the rules.
Dude, I saw this shit and I'm like, oh God. But it's funny though, when I was a kid, I always used to put my back to it. So,
no, don't lie, fool, don't lie.
I used to pull my shorts down and open my cheeks and let it go through.
You're like, this is an enema.
Oh, for real, right? This was the bidet before the bidet.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I bet you know how the bidet was started. I bet you anything. Some dude was sitting there. He probably, oh fuck, I shitted on myself. Then he's like, fuck, I'm in the pool. What do I do? And then he saw that fucking jet. Then he's like, oh, let me go put my asshole in there and cleaned his asshole right out. He's like, I'm gonna make a bidet.
It'll dilute everything.
It diluted. See all the brown shit in a clear pool.
Like that. What was it? Was it Jackass when the dude got into the hot tub and took his shit?
Oh God, yeah.
The viejito, right? Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that scene?
Yeah.
It wasn't real shit. I guess the dude was just like playing an old man and he shit himself and everybody ran out that motherfucker.
Damn.
So next one. No one. Shorties when they take a sip of alcohol. Is this the Family Guy, the fucking dude in the wheelchair is his wife?
Yeah, Joe's wife. Bonnie, I think her name is.
Bonnie?
Bonnie, I think that's her name.
Oh, okay. She looks like a Bonnie.
Yeah, she does. A little sip of alcohol. She's ready to go.
She's ready to go. She's like, where's Jeff Bezos at?
Let's go to the next one. Here you go.
This was this was just found in the United States. Look how big its stinger is. But I'm telling you, this black dude is famous, man. Too bad he's dead.
Yeah, you can't capitalize on anything.
Dude, I wonder what he died from though. Like, does anybody know?
Probably big dick syndrome or something. I don't know.
Dude, probably all the fucking blood flow went to his dick and his heart stopped.
He's like, ugh. He died with his dick parado, bro.
This shit was like.
Yeah, they had to have an open casket.
Hey, his whole body was sucked in because all the blood was down there.
They're like, we're having an open casket for him, but
it's a special casket.
but it's not the face; it's the bottom. They're opening the bottom. All right, here we go.
It was drinking and doing lines, but not me.
So right now there's on ESPN it's called The Last Dance.
Yeah, The Last Dance, yeah.
The last year, the 98 Bulls. And Jordan, like his rookie year comes in and he's like, everybody's doing coke, everybody's drinking, but not me. But you look at him now.
Not me. Oh, I hit him but didn't inhale.
Yep. All right, next one.
Did you see how this guy used to dress with those bell-bottom jeans, bro? That shit was fucking crazy.
It was.
Quarantine week 4, I cut it myself.
The Cuatache cut, cuz.
Hey, guess the cut. That's the troqueando cut, cuz. No, dude, luckily my boy Dave the painter hooked it up. He cut me up. I mean, it's growing out now, but he hooked it up. I got to go back over there in a little bit because fuck, barbers aren't until like what, stage 3, right? Which is the next stage.
I think so. What stage are we in? Stage 2?
Stage 2, barely. Like it just happened.
Damn, dude. I
feel like
I'm in Jumanji, bro. With different stages, different levels.
I know, right? Traffic is getting bad though, dude.
Yeah. So, all right, next one.
Next one, go. Public, can we get COVID-19 testing? What testing? Have you seen like the conspiracies like that? All this, I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, I feel like everything is conspiracy now, but like people saying that this is all like a way to get tested or to implement the 5G antennas because everyone's at home and there's no one out to fucking witness anything. I mean, I don't know, bro.
I wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't put it past the government. I don't trust the government. Never have, never will. But it's more than that, though. It's more than that. It's just capitalizing on people, bro. Getting them scared. See how far you could go. How far you can push the envelope on people.
That's what it is. Because if you look at the numbers, like I think right now it's like even in Russia, for example, right? Like they're the second largest. They have the second largest amount of cases. And I think they're at like, if I remember correctly, I don't know, I forget how many cases there are, like 250,000 cases or some shit like that, right? I think it is. But only 2,000 people have died.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you do the math, that's like the mortality rate is not like very high, but for some reason they're pushing it like bro, if you get this, you're for sure dead, even though the numbers say otherwise. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I don't know.
It's all bullshit.
Yeah, I know.
Next one.
And I told her, if you pre-order the PS5 for me, I might post you.
Dude, I saw this. I was like, oh, this is pretty neat. He looked like he's talking.
It looks like he's saying, I got the new PS5 on pre-order.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying.
Oh, man.
I think we're at the last ones, Carnal, and I think...
This is the last one?
Oh, after this one is the last ones.
The owner says you can visit friends, just stay in your car.
A lot of people probably...
Oh, dude, that's fucking... Now they even banned the whole caravan. So you can't even drive by someone's house now. Well, at least in Santa Clara County.
Yeah, over there supposedly got it worse, but yeah.
They did though. They were the first county. Their numbers were high at the beginning. There was like, damn. There's a lot of Asians over there though.
Yep, a lot of Nations.
A lot of Nations.
All right, next ones. I think the next ones are the last ones. Yep.
Last
I had to post this because one, the Rams changed their uniforms, and two, to me, they always will be the sorry ass Rams. So we got the last one.
Would you like to sign up for my Best Buy? Hold on, my fucking screen just turned off, bro. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with my screen. Hold on.
It turned off?
Yeah, like I just got this new screen. Do you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right. The Rams be like, would you like to sign up for my Best Buy rewards card today?
Bro, this is their uniforms.
That's the new one?
That's their new uniform.
No way.
Yeah, bro. They look like they work at Best Buy.
Even with the transition on the numbers like that, from like a yellow to a white?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Why did they change the uniform?
Because they're fucking stupid. That's why.
They're like, fucking new uniform, new me.
Yeah. There's going to be new uniform, same old you. Look at the next one, Carnal.
Let's go. Last one. Rams look like they're suiting up to shop in IKEA. Damn, you should have got some cowboy ones. The cowboy ones didn't get it.
Oh, they'll get it soon. They'll get it soon.
They'll get it soon? All right.
Yeah. And the last one, Carnal.
You'd like to see our store deals today, Blockbuster. Dude, Blockbuster. Long gone, bro. Fuck.
Blockbuster is gone.
Remember going to Blockbuster and walking through the aisle and seeing like what movie we're gonna choose to watch. But now it's the same thing, except you're scrolling like, nah, next, same shit, just at home.
Dude, I was reading someone. I forgot. I don't know which company it was, but they had offered Netflix the idea to Netflix to buy it for like dirt cheap. I think it was Blockbuster. And they're like, no, this ain't gonna work.
Yeah. You mean the Blockbuster to buy Netflix?
Yes, yeah, in the very beginning.
Yeah.
And then Netflix said, slap my face.
Blockbuster was like, no, your idea is dumb.
Oh, dude. Like, I don't even know if I have ever seen a VCR in the last fucking 6 years, bro.
I do, because I work with a bunch of old fogies, so they still have VHSs.
Bro, even a DVD player. I still haven't seen a DVD player in a while.
You can't even buy a fucking laptop with a CD-ROM anymore.
It's crazy. There's
no CD-ROMs no more. They say vámonos, muchachos.
They said vámonos. But yeah, bro. So you were telling me about undocumented workers, right? That they're not getting.
I was telling you that something I just recently found out that was so if you're like a citizen or permanent resident or whatever, or even if you're here legally and you pay your tax and everything like that, and you are in the process, or you're married to someone that's undocumented and you're in the process of getting them papers, not only does your spouse not qualify for the stimulus package, but in a form of punishment, now you don't qualify for that either. So they're like, oh, you want to marry an undocumented person? You ain't getting no stimulus package. Fuck you. And it's like, yeah, that's fucked up, dude. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy.
It's fucked up. They always find a way to fuck people over. That's what I'm telling you, man. They don't give again, this government, first of all, that money is coming from us. That's our tax money.
Yeah.
Right? What funds the fucking government of the United States of America? Our fucking money, right? Number one. Number two, now they don't want to give that person, the citizen, the resident, that money that they probably need it, which they do need it. Because of that, that's bullshit. Yeah. But I bet you anything, though, they're contemplating. Should I do this bitch? For $200.
Dude, I just think it's fucking so petty. Like, Trump is hella petty, bud. That shit's fucking hella petty, dude.
It's stupid. I'm telling you, this guy, it's like hit or miss with this guy, man. You know, it's mainly miss, but
it's mainly miss.
It's mainly miss.
I mean, I understand if the undocumented person doesn't get the money, but like, the other person gets kind of like penalized because they're like, oh, you want to marry that person? Well, then your ass ain't getting no money. You know, it's like, fuck.
It's fucked up. That's what it
Yeah.
is. Really fucked up. But I don't know what to
I mean,
say, man.
this whole fucking economy right now. I mean, dude, everyone's thinking that we're gonna just like all of a sudden they're gonna lift this whole fucking shelter in place and everything's gonna go back to normal. Fuck no, this economy is gonna be fucked for a while, dude.
We're gonna be in this for a while. I'm like, it's. You have a lot of the Republican states right now that are opening, right? And shit. If I think each state should run on its own, and it's a 50-50 chance, really, to see what's gonna happen. I'm not against it. But there should be some regulations to it, right? It seems like the Democratic states are more pushing to have a vaccine before we even do anything, right?
Yeah.
And I was looking at the cases like here in Contra Costa, where we live. It's the numbers are pretty low.
Yeah, they are.
And Solano County pretty low, Napa pretty low. I get Santa Clara, but around it's pretty low. So in Los Angeles, they have it worse. Los Angeles County has it worse, and I get that.
They're huge.
But oh man, I don't know. But personally, I still feel that a lot of these numbers are inflated because of the media. That's how I feel. I don't trust it. I'm not saying that it's not serious, not saying that it doesn't exist, but I think a lot of it is overblown, and they're trying to push us against Trump because we got to remember again, we are in an election year. All of a sudden, this happens in an election year, right? They ain't no fucking coincidence, bro.
No. And he sends out all the checks with his name on it. Come on, dude. What the fuck?
Yep. He's like, motherfucker, I gave you this shit.
Exactly. I gave you this money. Vote for me.
Vote for me, motherfucker. Daddy Trump signed this for you.
Oh, shit.
All right, carnal. Well, that's the episode today, episode 6. Check us out next week when we come back. And eventually, I think by episode 8, 9, or 10, we need to start doing this shit in person. I think we've been quarantined more than enough. What you think?
Yeah.
I think we need to start doing this shit in person.
In person, yeah, exactly, in person. And we'll have
You got the nice room, bro. We're gonna have to use your room.
Yeah, for sure. Get special guest appearances.
Right? All right, carnal.
All right, man. I'll see you later. Take care.
All right, guys. Have a good night, and thank you for joining us.
Yep.